Enlighten me.
Yeah, the Lions Gate is the highest point of Leo that the sun is in, and so it's like the hottest or highest point and hottest that the sun gets
Okay.
during the transition of the year.
Oh, okay.
So it's
I see.
the 8th.
The Lions Gate.
The Lions Gate. We have entered the Lions Gate, and now we start winding down summertime.
Yeah, I always considered August to be like, I guess what you just described is why it's like the hottest month.
Yeah.
Because everything's kind of been, building up, and the Earth is now like the hottest it's been.
Well,
Because
yeah.
we're the closest we've been to the sun for the longest amount of time in the year.
Yeah, and we're certainly helping things. Deirdre's here. Deirdre.
Hey, Deirdre. Deirdre was sending me a Steve Harvey. It was a Steve Harvey like fashion shoot almost. He was wearing different outfits, but she was like, he literally looks like a pimp.
Yeah.
In these.
Yeah, he does.
And he also looks like my opinion was he looks like a supervillain in a few of them. Because he's got like this asymmetrical, like he usually it's like this asymmetrical like
with a
motif.
double-breasted thing. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's got like one. He's like wearing like a Michael Jackson type of glove. Like it was sparkly.
Oh, he's
like,
really he really is getting into it.
Doing? He looks like somebody lopped the head off a mannequin and stuck Mr. Potato Head on it and dressed it up like whatever they wanted.
And then wished it would become a real boy.
And it became
and it became a man.
Unfortunately, when that happened, they also rubbed into a genie land.
Well, yeah, you can't always have it happen when you want it to. That's what's important.
Can you imagine if a genie lived in your balls and every time you rubbed your dick, it just came out?
That would be I see.
It burst through every woman you
or it like possesses her and suddenly it starts talking to you through her.
It turns into Will Smith's face. You ain't never had a friend like me. Boy, you ain't never had a fuck like me. Get off. Keep doing what you were doing. Oh my God, Will Smith, I'll slap you.
I'll slap you.
I will. This is what I'm all about now.
Powers. I'll sing a song too.
Did he make it? Please God, no. Did he make his comeback yet? Did he come back in the public eye and go?
I thought
I'm remorseful and I'm okay. It's okay to hire me again.
I don't know.
Have we gone through this yet?
He might still be relegated to somebody's balls. I don't know. Somebody at Warner Brothers.
Put it back in the balls.
Back in the balls.
Back in the balls you go.
Yeah, it's gotta go.
Don't rub that dick at all. Don't you even think about it. Ace, you picked a great time.
Ace says Steve Harvey was that meme going around where the mouth is just a burger with a huge onion.
Dude, he's less human than the rest of us are.
Yeah, well,
once
there's only so much humanity to go around.
Once your mind has been so severely broken.
Yeah.
From the banality of all of your contestants day in and day out. Plus, that man works like 18-hour days.
He does. Yeah, they shoot
Stupid.
like 4 episodes a day. Yeah.
Like, why?
And they're like, why won't he be just take pictures with me in the hallways?
He doesn't want to talk to me. His eyes are red as fuck. He's just screaming and drooling.
Screaming and just blindly reaching through the hallways.
Do you think he comes into the bedroom with his wife at night and he goes, "We got a good one for you today. I'm your man, Steve Harvey. I'm going to fuck the shit out of this bed.
Move out of the way, woman."
I don't want human contact. I've had too much of it already.
That's his whole weird shtick. Like he fucks mattresses.
Yeah. It's a big hole just in the middle of it.
Oh God, Steve Harvey, what have you done?
Steve Harvey. I'm glad it's Steve Harvey and not Stevie Wonder, because I don't want to see that man's beautiful morals be compromised.
Well,
Stevie Wonder, man, let me tell you something.
Stevie Wonder's never seen his morals.
He ain't never seen the likes of me, I can tell you that.
That's right. So he's got an extra occupant in his balls. Ain't never seen a friend like me. We got 7 people watching us right now.
People love us.
Who are you people? I see Deirdre and Ace and Allison.
This is all evidence that the world is that the general population's like sense is coming down.
It's getting worse.
If people are able to listen to this drivel,
it's down to 5.
There we
That's
go.
more manageable.
That's right.
Yeah, we got to stay by
if
Lincoln.
I don't know each and every one
That's
of you
right.
in the
If I
chat,
know who
I
you
feel
are,
really uncomfortable.
That's right. We got to get you out of
Thank-
here. Chris is one of the people.
Chris is here.
If you count Chris as a person, he's I don't know.
He's mostly ghost. He's
Mostly
he's mostly
ghost.
ectoplasm.
Mostly, yeah.
He's like a jizzy goo.
Yeah, right. That's yeah.
That leaks out of the wall.
He knows all about being one of those ball genies. Sounds like an infomercial, but it's not.
He knows all about possessing those nearby,
All right.
possessing their flesh.
So here we go. We got 6 people watching now.
Welcome to the show.
We got to drop some of these viewers here who don't. I don't
Let's
know why.
start- let's officially
why you guys
start
are watching-
our
Yeah, we're
show.
going to start the show. You're going to watch us dance
Yeah,
to a
watch us
song.
dance.
Normally, there's more people coming in now. Here we go.
Open the floodgates.
We're gonna open the floodgates. Get ready. Get ready to
Get ready to be bored.
loosen up.
I guarantee you're
There's
not going to like
9
it.
now. Loosen up your sides.
I have a feeling you're just making this up.
I'm not making it up. I swear to God, read the number on the screen.
I can't see it.
Now it's back down to 8.
There we go.
It's real.
Let's
Here,
start this
we
fucker
gotta
up.
hurry up and dump
Hurry
it.
up,
This
come on.
Come on.
Gotta do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen. Yay! And then, wait. What does that do? Did that blow your mind? That just happened. This corner weighing in at 180 pounds. Darkness, everybody!
You've got a dirty, whorish mouth.
A fucking amateur. Am I wrong? No. Am I wrong? Yeah. Okay, then. Hail to the king, baby.
Oh, fuck it, dude. Let's go bull.
You tell anyone about this, I'll fucking kill you. I'm kidding. We'll come back by tonight. Okay.
And Matt,
And here we are. We've
Hello.
made it. We've made
there's
it.
so much
another day.
enthusiasm
I
when
know.
you shout the
I was
intro.
so happy because when we started this, because of course, as we always say, beginning of the stream, it's when all the stuff happens.
We had-
The in between parts
Yeah.
is when all the stuff happens. All the good stuff comes up. then
when we're recording, that's the downtime of
this
our
is
lives.
the worst. This is basically just sitting around with us. We've made sure
Mhm.
that we've held to the content. We started, we had 9 people watching. By the time we finished the intro tape, 3. That's
Sweet.
exactly what
Once
we're
they saw
looking
our
for.
gyrations and
We-
our
oh,
and our obnoxious
we want to scare them away
wiggling
with tribal
around.
dance.
Mhm.
That's what it's all about.
Mhm.
It's expressing oneself
they're like
through
listen
the
to
body.
all these like ancient movie references
Yeah.
and quotes. They're like, no, nothing's contemporary from our intro.
No,
Not
no.
a single one is something anyone who was born in the past like 2 decades will remember.
I mean, Will Ferrell was in the Barbie movie. Apparently,
what?
saw him in a picture.
Oh,
Saw him
Barbie.
in a picture standing in front of a big old window. All I can hope is that he's just completely batshit crazy in it, and it'll be great.
I mean, he's always going to be.
That's what he does. And
He's a force
you know,
of randomness.
and that's what I want. I want more randomness every moment of every day.
I heard so many people complaining about this Barbie movie as like this woke garbage, or they were like, "Oh,
yeah,
it's
well, of course.
it's not for kids."
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
Go fuck yourself.
read the fucking guidelines, you idiot. I haven't seen it yet, but I mean, it's like it's all your own fault.
Yeah,
Stop blaming everybody.
exactly.
Okay,
right.
I blame you.
You know what? I'm going to blame you now. I'm going to blame you back. You forgot to do the whole rubber.
You forgot to
glue.
do my dishes. Look at him piled up in the sink like that, you
Do you,
fucker.
you think I want to listen to anything you have to say when I don't have any clean forks? I'm hungry, okay? Do you know how long it took us to organize those little skewers like that? And evenly spaced, dip them in metal in the mountain, in the mountains of Mordor. And you got to, I mean, the firmness of the metal was so important back then because the meat was tough meat. And I can't do this with a spoon. I can't eat steak with a spoon.
I eat the least amount of food I eat is soup. Therefore, I have the most amount of utensils I have are spoons.
But I only have soup after I'm done with my steak.
What I have to
Because
do,
I use the soup and the steak in the soup.
I pound the steak for a long
Oh,
time
man.
until it's soft enough to just slide down my throat. Oil it up with some olive oil, slip it right down the gullet. Let me tell you, on its way out is the worst. Getting it, sliding it down there is just fine. It
I wish
happens
I
all
could
right.
pound it out before that part.
With my stomach, sometimes I swallow hammers just to help my stomach
I
digest
just want to
it.
give it the
But then
chance.
the hammers coming out is worse.
It's better going in, worse coming out.
It's a vicious cycle. I swallow hammers to beat the meat down, and then the meat comes out smooth. The hammers, on the other hand, they got claws. Oh God!
Let me tell you what, it works better than a hose, though. I'm still missing one of them, and I think it's all just it just gets a little tight around some of the bends in there. I think that's all. It's okay.
This guy's got all these this protrusion sticking out of his stomach unnaturally. Dies in 48 hours.
Just looks like a feed sack full of hoses and shit. It's kind of amorphously poking through.
This is what you came here for, right?
Yeah, this is what you're after.
This is the content you guys wanted.
Whether you're aware of it.
Childish and not immature, stupid jokes.
Thank God. I mean, we're down to 2 right
Thank
now.
God.
This is
Back to
this
the
is
way I
what
like
we
it.
want.
I'm uncomfortable when there's too many people watching me.
We tell you,
Ah.
listen, this is what, basically what happened tonight is what needs to happen. Okay. We start the show. Everybody shows up to
All the best
listen
parts.
to the ridiculousness. Then you go away. Then you leave. And I mean, you can stay if you want
They
to.
know
but-
that this is being recorded so they can check it out
right.
anytime
They can
want.
watch it later if they want to. Well, whatever, whatever. But that's the idea, because this part sucks. Go listen to the other stuff when we're just unabashedly, whatever's coming to our mind, as opposed to trying to fill stationed.
There's like the way I practice for this show is for the visibility of this show
Okay.
that I receive
Uh-huh.
as a celebrity,
Yeah.
a budding celebrity on the internet.
Right.
Is I took all the blinds off my bathroom
Oh.
so that my neighbors can see inside when I'm doing my private business.
And I have a bell. Ring it.
I have a bell, and I have another bell with a long string that's tied to the outside, so that people wandering up can ring the bell, let me
In
know
fact-
that they're here.
End of the year, I'm using my tax returns. We're putting a whole bell tower in. It's going to go straight over the bathroom.
Just a toilet right in the top of it. Just
Whole bay window, floor to ceiling,
I'll have a glass.
crystal clear.
There'll be one floor. It'll be 8 floors, but
Yeah.
the first floor will have a glass ceiling. You can walk in, look up, and watch the poop just splat down right on your face. That's the experience. That's what it's like to listen to this show. You're in the vicinity of
You
shit
paid all
dropping.
this money to turn most of your house into glass, and now all you get to see.
Little did you know, your
That is
house
the show.
is a bathroom.
You've made it. Congratulations for all of your home renovations. Join us next season, or love it or list it. I guess. I guess if we get picked up again after this, we'll just make this sign off, sort of a permanent thing.
I
too.
wish they had I Love It or List It. Have you seen the show at all?
Oh yeah.
God, it's like it's the realtor guy and then like the interior design lady, and then they compete. If you've never seen this show, and I wish that they would just have like a fist fight at the end of the.
I would love it.
The
Like they
win,
have the
lose, or
box and
draw,
the-
they fight.
Yeah.
Not bare knuckle, just in the house that they renovated.
They're doing it as they're demoing
In the
like,
kitchen.
right? They have to do it all
Plates
by
on their
hand.
heads.
Yeah. They just.
You fucking son of a bitch! And then they get whoever side the couple like picked, they have to defend them.
Yeah,
You know, they have to-
whoever wins the fight, they're
It's-
like,
it's
sorry.
it's like a 3-on-1.
Yeah.
Right. And so if the other one wins, then the couple has if the disadvantaged side
Yes.
with only one person wins,
Mhm.
the couple has to reverse their decision and go with them.
That's right. They don't have a choice. Yeah, it's like a switch card.
Trial by combat.
Yeah,
baby.
that's the kind of shows I think that HGTV is
Why
missing.
aren't we? Oh man, we're getting there. We're heading that way.
I'm ready
People
for it.
love violence. They love,
I want to see it. I want to see it in the
real
most
violence.
unnecessary places, though.
Mm.
That's the thing. I'm tired of people fighting because they're trying to, take their car from them or because they're trying to repossess their house. I don't want to see that shit anymore. We've had
that's
enough of that.
justified.
Over with that. I want to see people fighting because there's I don't know. I can't even think. I want there to be fights
Because they got in a heated debate about whose dad would win in a fight.
That's right. I
My
want to see
dad's
that.
better than your dad.
I'm looking for fans of ChristianMingle.com
yeah.
Facebook page celebrities. Okay, these are the ones that are out on the red carpet at every event, playing it up to the crowd, to the paparazzi that's constantly looking to get that expose on the inner workings of the fans of ChristianMingle.com Facebook page. Which is they're copious secrets and handshakes. It's very inclusive. Ancillary is what we're going for. But yeah, no. I think that that if we can't figure out what's going on right now, we're just going to stay here until we figure something else out. Long story short.
Yeah, we should bring live witch trials into reality TV.
Just fire.
Throw them in like a river.
Yeah.
Burn them at the stake.
Yep.
And see what happens.
Just see what happens. I mean,
there might be witches walking around among us. We haven't tested it in a long time.
And Sharper Image, they're not any further along with their witch detector.
No, they're not.
No.
I haven't seen it in the catalog.
No,
not in the Sears catalog.
Nope.
Not in the Sky Mall.
And I'm looking.
Yeah, every time I fly in a plane.
And I don't care. At the moment that they switched to digital only, I told them, I said, you better make sure I get the first copy because I have to get this witch finder as soon as it is out of prototype.
I'm being besieged by witches.
I'm telling you, and if it doesn't show up soon, I'm going to start suspecting you, Sears catalog producers, because I think you might be a bunch of witches.
We got to stop talking about this because we're going to get fans we don't want.
Of witches? Which ones?
The kind of people who legitimately believe in these weird conspiracy theories. I'm talking like Alex Jones fans.
Listen,
we don't want that.
Alex Jones isn't even real, okay?
He might not be.
No, he's not. People think
I've never seen him in person.
No, there's a lot of videos of him, but that's pretty much all you'll ever see. It's just videos because if you ever saw a real person next to Alex Jones, there would be a weird, like the contrast would be off.
Yeah, they'd be waving like kind of like when you see the road on a hot day, like from afar.
Just coming up.
Yeah. God, that sounds horrific.
Bumpy part of the road. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Would you pay if given the opportunity, would you go and see Alex Jones like do a live broadcast?
Fuck no.
No?
No, what a waste of time that would be.
That would be hilarious just watching him scream and like shout.
Yeah, but he'd be working the crowd.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. It's fun enough just to just to have him like on demand on your phone.
Yeah, but that would be great too. Yeah. I mean, YouTube.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah,
it's good.
Speaking of like live performances, Tim Heidecker from he's in I Think You Should Leave. He's like the doctor in the skit. He's also Howie, the obnoxious boyfriend.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's doing a live show in Baltimore right now.
Oh, very good.
I was like, damn, if only I wasn't.
We were gonna have him on the show too.
He was gonna stop by and say hi, but
God, this was the only time he said he was free.
I looked up his like VIP package, and his VIP was like there's no meet and greet. It said like there is no meet and greet.
There you
like
go.
you can like come early and have a Q&A with him.
There you go.
That's it. And I was like, how much more money is that? He probably doesn't want to be around anybody too much because he literally got stabbed by his neighbor one time.
Oh.
Yeah, like it was like this kid was like crazed and he chased him like for like a mile.
Jesus.
And he ran into a bar, and only then I heard him tell this whole story.
Mm-hmm.
Only when he got into the bar, he they were checking him, and he had blood all over his back because he had gotten stabbed in the midst of him running away from this guy with a knife.
Yeah.
So
well, that's a good place to go.
I would probably not want to be around people either.
No, I'd say it's a good just stay.
I live off the grid.
Yeah.
Let's just stay away as much as possible.
Mm-hmm.
As much as possible, but we can't always stay away from people.
I'll tell you who didn't have the fear of other people around them was
man.
Keith David.
Keith David.
Here I am.
Here
Tell
I
us about
Here he is.
Keith David. What happened, Keith David?
Over the weekend, Allison and I spent one day at Monster Mania convention in New Jersey because Keith David was there.
Keith David.
Kiefer Sutherland was there too.
Uh-huh.
And we ran into our one friend, the photographer dude.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm. And I believe his name is Ron. Is that
Ron,
correct?
yep.
Yes, Ron. And he asked where you were, and I was like, Matt he couldn't make the trip out. It's just a 1-day thing we're doing for like one reason only.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, I saw other familiar faces. Also familiar vendors and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The one dude who does all of the cool, like, he did the I think you should leave.
Oh, the little triangle thing.
Pennant
yeah,
thing.
pennant. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And he does like the new wave, like the art and stuff.
Yeah.
He was there.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently we were talking to him at length. He has contracts to do art with Netflix.
Cool.
And he does official art for like Stranger Things and all kinds of shit.
Very cool.
And I was like, whoa. I was like, this guy's like more famous than some of the people here at the booth. Like he's getting more attention than like one of the ladies, like Marilyn Radchkov or whatever the fuck her.
Whatever.
However the fuck you say her name.
Who cares?
That was hilarious.
She's not doing art for Netflix.
She's
Who
not.
cares?
She's not. She was in 24, and that was, I think, the last prominent thing she was
That's
in.
it. I don't think it's even on
She was
Netflix.
so far from Kiefer Sutherland too.
Of
They were far apart. Kiefer Sutherland was the upstairs celebrity
Yeah.
who had the tickets for his
yeah.
line.
Yeah.
We got tickets for his line, and we never ended up seeing him. We bailed
Whoa.
because it was just like it was so far. Ron had his ticket from 9 a.m.
Uh-huh.
and at like 4 p.m. he was still waiting to even be.
go to the room.
He was within 100 people at that point.
Damn.
And we were 300 away, and I was like, let's just go.
Yeah,
We're never
man.
gonna make it.
Yeah.
And in fact, I think he left at like 5, so I don't think he even stayed for everyone. So it was whatever. Allison was not that disappointed or
Right,
anything. It was
right.
just like if we could. It was more like a maybe kind of a thing.
Mhm. Man,
So
that's
really,
wild.
we were there for Keith David,
Yeah.
and he was in the room with Ron Perlman was next to him,
Mm-hmm.
so I got to see him again.
Oh yeah.
And that Marilyn Radchkov lady,
Right.
and Eugene Clark. Do you remember Eugene Clark from Land of the Dead? He
Yeah.
always dresses up as Big Daddy.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the
Of course.
zombie.
Of course.
He was having the best time with the least amount of people.
Right.
Anyone that would come up to him, he would like.
Well,
he'd
he
be
was
like,
that way last time we saw him too. He was at
He's-
MonsterCon.
He comes to Hunt Valley sometimes.
Yeah.
He was like so happy.
Mm-hmm.
There was every time a person would come up and take a picture with him, he'd be like, all right, make sure to the person taking the photos, he's like, make sure you take a lot of them, okay? Don't stop taking the pictures now, okay?
Yeah.
And then he's behind him and he's like, and every single time he does the same thing.
Right.
He just grabs them and he goes, ah! Just tries to scare them, and so that he tries to get like he's like an amusement park ride.
Right.
That's
right.
what it's like to go see
With a pulse.
with a
Yeah,
pulse.
There you
yeah,
go.
That
That's
you have
it.
to feed.
And
you don't have to do maintenance
That's
on
right.
him.
And hopefully he doesn't live in a glass house. God. Yeah,
Just
you
surrounded
gotta
by it.
hope. Gotta hope. Okay, so you're in the room.
So we go in. Pretty much the first thing we do is like we go get the lay of the land real quick,
Mm-hmm.
and we check out where Keith David is.
Mm-hmm.
We wait in his line. He has like a decent amount of line,
Sure.
and so yeah, we went and talked to him, and I was like, oh man, I was like getting nervous because I'm like, oh, I haven't seen Keith David in a while. He's
Yeah.
not gonna remember me.
Right. Right.
He does not have any recollection of me.
Sure.
To the point that it was so funny because I was like, so I was like, I met you. I was like, how you liking it so far? He's like, oh, it's great. And
Mhm.
by the way, he's got his music blasting on the table.
Yeah, buddy.
He's-
This is it. It's real. I'm telling
You're
you.
listening to Keith David Radio.
Yeah, he's blasting his music, and every now and then, when it's kind of quiet, he'll just be like, ah, da 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 ba da dee da. It's just like he'll start singing along with it. So, I come up and I was like, yeah, we met a few years back,
Mhm.
and you were nice enough to like do this recording for me, and I want you to like listen. I handed him my phone, and I had Allison call it. I was like, I want you to like listen to my ringtone.
Uh-huh.
And he kept picking up the phone with his like just the heat of
like
his
like
cheek
somebody
or
was
whatever.
talking to him. Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's holding it like that on his like he was gonna like someone was gonna talk to him on the other end. of the
Right.
phone.
Right.
But by doing that, he kept accidentally answering the phone.
Oh, okay.
So eventually he got it where he flipped it around
Okay.
so he could hear it.
Uh-huh.
And then he just was kind of looking at it perplexly and
Right.
was like, and he's like, oh, he's like, and what was this? What station? What station was this for? And I was like, I was like,
We're making a new blanket.
it was just for personal. I was like, it wasn't any station. It was just for me.
Oh my god!
And he
we
kinda gave me that-
recorded
I know, oh my god, no. He gave me this look of like suspicion.
What station was this for?
He kind of gave me this look of like this whole like, okay,
Yeah.
okay, yeah,
Right,
that's fine,
right.
man. Like whatever. You're kind of strange.
That's
So
great.
so yeah, then we took a picture with him and all,
Mm-hmm.
and you know we said our farewells,
Right.
and then we kind of went. I believe after that we went around and looked at all the vendors and stuff, and there was some cool stuff there. And we came back into the room because we were circling. There was right by Keith David's room was like the info table with all the tickets, and they were posting the numbers and stuff. So we kind of hovered around there for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
I ate like a $5 hot dog.
Jesus.
I know, dude. They were $7 for a shitty cheeseburger there.
God.
It was just set up in the same like buffet style like the last time we were there.
Yeah,
in the
remember.
middle of the hotel.
Right, right.
We sat in the bar briefly, had like one drink, and they were blasting on the karaoke machine, just like shitty like 90s like forgettable like hip hop stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was just like, what the fuck is I couldn't even hear myself think. It was blasting.
You're in the pit, man. Welcome
it
to
was-
the pit.
It was terrible. And on the menu, this is the most atrocious thing. On the menu for that bar in the hotel restaurant,
Mhm.
it all of the dishes and all of the drinks names looked like somebody just typed in like a random noun generator on Google,
Mhm.
like horror stuff. And then they just took the first list of 10 or 20 and put them in front of stuff. So it was it was like dying chicken sandwich. Like the cleverest one was steak through the heart sandwich or something like
Uh-huh.
that, like a cheesesteak sandwich,
Right.
like a cheese steak through the heart sandwich.
Uh-huh.
But the other ones were literally, it was like screaming chicken Alfredo or something really fucking dumb. Allison can jump in if she has any memory of them.
She forgot about the menu. But she hopes that you're talking about Ron Perlman.
Yes, I'm getting into that next. So we had like one drink and we're like, fuck this, we're leaving. So we go back into the room and we're just kind of hovering around. And honestly, I was just perfectly content watching Keith David interact with everybody else.
Oh my God, I
And
would
just
be too.
watching him. I was like, I could do this the rest of the day and I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Like I'm good. Because it's so hilarious to watch him. And I did get a chance to tell him, you know, in the first encounter, I was like, you know, it's very like, you know, you got your music and like your radio station thing. So kind of was trying to spark his memory.
Yeah, right.
He didn't have a memory.
Wasn't
of it.
picking it up.
No,
Yeah.
no.
He's done too much between now and then.
Yeah. Well, he's also
so many things.
I think it left his mind as soon as I left the room the first time.
I think walked away with. But yeah.
So Ron Perlman was there next to him, and so we go up, and he's pretty much got nobody there anymore.
Okay.
We walk up to him.
He's just sitting there staring at the corner of the room.
Well, he's kind of shifting around, and he's very hunched now. He's very
Mhm.
old, like arthritic. And we're standing. Excuse me. We're standing at his like booth, and we're looking at all of his photos and stuff. I'm just kind of shopping, quote
Mhm.
unquote.
Mhm.
And he's like, "Well, do we have a maybe? What do we have here? Like, am I gonna fucking pay up or what?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, I was just gonna, just come and say hello." And I was like, how's it going for you? So how you liking it so far?
Yeah.
And he goes, "Not at all." And he's like, "They don't let me keep anything except these pens." And he's got all these like markers and pens and shit. And he's trying to fix the tablecloth on his like, high top table that's like where he signs and stuff.
Right.
And he's just, him and the girl are doing this together, and they can't, because
they
he just
can't
is
get it.
kind of grabbing one end like
Right.
very lazily.
Yeah.
It's a terrible, he's not doing
Terrible
any,
team.
They're a terrible team. Nothing's getting done. he's like, yeah, well, I think I'm gonna be heading out. And I was like, well, take care then.
Yep.
He was just so grumpy and curmudgeonly.
Just like last time.
He was like, fuck this. I don't even like he was joking or whatever, I
Yeah,
guess,
of
but he
course.
didn't sound like it. There was definitely a reality in
Yeah,
his
yeah, of
tone.
course it
Like,
is.
I don't want to be here anymore.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be here in the first place.
My mom told me that if it didn't come, I couldn't have bubble gum this Sunday when the newspaper comes. And I need bubble gum.
His wife is like 50 and he's 72.
Yeah.
Dude, he does not care.
No, not one bit.
Not about anyone or anything.
Or anything. No.
He was
not
the
a
most
soul.
starkly contrasted to Keith David next to him.
Oh, of
Keith
course.
David was the complete fucking opposite, singing, indulging everyone that
Nothing
came
but
up to
warmth.
him.
Yeah.
So his Keith David's line died down too. So I walked back up. We reapproached him
Oh, there we go.
and we had a little bit more of a conversation with him, and we kind of chit chatted, which was pretty cool. It was more like informal and kind of like just kind of bullshitting around.
Right.
And
right.
I did get to tell him what Ken Foree thought of him.
Oh, very good.
'Cause I was like, we saw Ken Foree like a couple weeks back,
Mm-hmm.
and he described you as
Did
as
you-
cool as a glass of ice water. I didn't talk about Hardcore Pawn. I wish I had a thought of it. But he goes, but Keith David, he like lit up when I said that because he was
Yeah.
like, is Ken here? And I was like, is he here? And I was like, no, he's not here. I felt like I almost wanted to lie and been like, yeah, he was just staying in the hotel.
He just went by.
He just happens to be staying here.
He's going to be back at my house later if you want to come.
We can all hang out if you like.
Keith David.
We can all have some dinner. But yeah, it was.
Did you
funny.
tell him that you went to dinner with him?
With who?
With Ken.
I didn't go to dinner with Ken Foree.
Who did you go to dinner
Richard
with?
France.
Oh, that's right.
Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
god! If I went to dinner with Ken Foree, I'd be like my friggin' insides would be turned outside like
Well-
with excitement.
Well, but the dinner, you have to make it
Oh
easier
my
to eat.
God.
More
Well,
like-
that would be. I just literally just push the food
Oh,
onto my
it's
organs
like
and
a
let them
like a fly trap.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
stick it on there, let it turn inside out on its own. Yeah.
But yeah, oh my god, I would have loved to have gone to dinner with Ken Foree. He was fucking hilarious
Next time.
to talk to. But Keith David, I told Keith David in the end, I was like, you remain I've gone to a lot of these, and you are my favorite person that I've ever met,
Mhm.
and you still are.
Yeah.
And he was like very flattered by that.
Yeah,
So
there you go.
I appreciated the my interaction with him. It was a pleasure as always.
Oh, okay. How can it be anything but?
I also I kind of asked him if he does happen to go to Maryland, like if he's open to going to Maryland, is that like, or does he mainly go to New Jersey?
Right.
He said he mainly comes to New Jersey.
Mhm.
So we probably won't be seeing him in Hunt Valley like
Well,
in the
unless
future.
we got another pinch
Unless there's
situation.
a surprise. I don't
Let's
think he's
see.
like opposed to it. I think he just generally, and then we were talking about that he's from New York and he would visit New York, but he just never has enough time.
Yeah.
And it's like takes longer to get to the train than it takes to even get to New York.
Right.
It's like, impossible. So, anyways, that was MonsterCon.
There we go. MonsterCon.
I believe that was all of the interesting things that happened. You can correct me if I'm wrong there, Allison.
Well,
but-
yeah. I mean, that seems to be the main thing. Aside from the red rum drink not having any rum in it.
Yeah. Oh my God. So there was a red rum sangria or something like that because it was just everything was so dumb. It
Yeah.
was so stupid. I should have took a picture of it just so I could have
it's-
recounted it.
I'm sure somebody did.
But I feel like I would have gotten dumber just for having it on my phone.
Right. Well, and that's why we let other people do it.
That's right.
That way they can contribute it to the internet. We get to be smart with all.
I need all of my intelligence to handle.
I need all the intelligence we can gather, and let's gather some more intelligence with some weird news.
That'll smarten you up.
That'll teach you.
Now, oh God, do we have an
right.
appropriate amount of people listening?
We got 4 people.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we've drifted in and out of like 6 and 8. And
Holy fucking shit,
I don't
you
know.
guys.
I don't know what's going on here.
Why?
I don't know who it is.
Fortunately, I had some content for you guys this week.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, that's why I went to MonsterCon just for you guys.
That's right. It's all about that content. It's
Mhm.
all about the content.
I really was just excited. I told Keith David this too. Like he gave a fuck. I was
Right.
like, I wanted to, I wanted my girlfriend to meet you too. Now, like
Mhm.
that we had a chance to.
Mhm.
As if he cares.
Yeah, right.
Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? What kind of
Like, oh, hello.
Yeah. right? Oh yeah. Nice to meet you now too.
Yeah.
I'll put you in my Rolodex.
Right. Do you have the phone thing too?
Oh God.
Oh, Keith David, what a treasure.
Yeah, he was like he was great with everybody. Somebody was dressed up in this like full ass like Halo suit thing, and he
Man.
was like loving all of the like the distinct like cosplays and fan service stuff with
Keith David
people.
was.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah, there was these two dudes behind us, and I saw he posted one of their pictures
Mhm.
on his Instagram.
Hmm.
It was him like putting these glasses on the dude, because I guess it's these two dudes who they had a cartoon version of themselves on on shirts they were wearing. It looked
Okay.
like they maybe do some kind of a podcast, like every other white idiot
yeah,
motherfucking asshole.
That's right.
Like,
Stupid people.
You know, every like
fucking podcast.
young, early middle-aged dumbass with a podcast. Yeah, it looked like maybe they did like a podcast that was like two friends who look the same wearing sunglasses in a they live kind of format.
These idiots tried to do
Fucking
something
morons.
with Keith David.
They tried to do something. They tried to get him in on their lives.
That's
it
right.
was so pathetic and cringy.
They probably only met him once.
He probably don't even remember doing anything
That's
or
right.
contributing
Nothing.
anything.
And they don't have any proof.
Yeah, I'll never know how much of the song he listened to, by the way, because he like had it up to his ear for a little while.
It
And then
might
he
just
was
be.
like,
It might just be
"And
the
what
music.
station is this for?" and I was like,
Because all he
It's
hears
just
is
for
"Here
me."
I am."
Yeah, I think that's all he heard.
Yeah. That's just like music playing in the background.
Oh,
man, he must have
God.
been very confused.
He-
That's great.
Yes, I confused him.
I love it
in-
even more now.
incredibly.
I love it that he's confused.
All of the
even
older
more.
people I meet, I do something with the phone,
Mhm.
and they're just like, "What even is this
Yeah,
fucking
it's
thing?"
like, nope.
Like that was like dude, the guy Scott Reiniger,
Mhm.
the guy from Dawn of the Dead.
Uh-huh.
I was like, he was looking up my band on his phone, and he was
Right.
like, "How do you say it? How do?" And he was like, it was almost like he was trying to type it into like an Excel spreadsheet. It's like, dude, you're doing this completely wrong.
I'm
I
going to
don't wanna have
Google
to
it on
teach you.
Yahoo.
I can't teach you how to use your own phone right
First
now.
you go to yahoo.com to get to the internet, and then you type in google.com in the search bar, and that takes you to Google on the internet. You're in the internet already because of Yahoo, and then you type.
This is so it's so evident that you do like technology
Yes,
service
yes.
for a job, because this is completely perfect.
This is
It's exactly how old
what
people
I have to
deal
deal
with
with.
it.
And my printer wasn't working, so I turned off the power to the whole house a couple times.
I switched the fuse. It
I
just
switched it right out twice.
pulled it right out.
It's a mess.
Figure I had to start from the source.
Used a whole salami as a breaker. Smells great in here. Stinks. Stinks so good.
Sweaty meat.
All right, let's start some more.
Let's
get our sweaty
it's
meat.
our turn to stink.
It's
so,
our
so
turn to
good.
be sweaty meat.
Help me, Jesus! Help me, Jewish God! Help me, Allah! Ah!
Weird news on the Kickstarter net.
Help me, Tom Cruise! Tom Cruise used a witchcraft on me to get the fire off me! Oh, help me, Oprah Winfrey! Ah!
A tarantula enjoys a fine chewing gum. The human torch is denied a bank loan. The arsonist has other shit.
And now with this week's weird news, here's Mitch.
Hey, so here we go, everybody. Let's see here. We'll get the visuals up for all of our friends watching along. Here we go.
You know what we could do for Patreon content?
Uh-huh.
We could do a silent podcast where you have to just tune into the stream and we mime everything.
That's right. We're trying to just figure. We'll try and let's see. We're going to convey all of the deepest emotions
Mhm.
of each of these weird news stories with the art of performance. It's all about how we show it, right? And that's what this is going to Mad Lib podcast. Chris says
And
we
if-
should just.
if I
it's
talk,
all questions,
you
right?
get money.
Oh, there you go.
But I never talk.
Oh, it just keeps going. So
Despite our efforts, it keeps on going.
people never stop, but sometimes other things do stop. Just like this guy right here.
Okay.
So,
What the? Okay.
back in 2012, Matt. Okay.
Yeah.
The world ended. I don't know if you were aware of this.
I wish that was the case.
Yeah, I know. It's still we're working on that. Okay. Yeah. Any day now. Well, there was an episode of a TLC show called My Strange Addiction.
Okay.
Okay. And it introduced us to a character named Nathaniel and his soulmate, a 1998 Chevy Monte Carlo that he called Chase.
He looks like his name is Nathan.
Yeah, Nathaniel.
Nathaniel.
Mhm,
And it's always the full name. There's
Yep.
no
Yep.
nicknames.
Nope. No
he looks like
nickname.
the kind of guy that goes by Nathaniel.
That's right. It's one they gave me. I'm fine with it.
Mhm.
Well, the man said he had an intimate relationship with his car, and as long as they went on long journeys together, with the episode showing him lavishing more love on his car than any man has ever shown to an automobile before. Okay. Nathaniel, who passionately kissed the car in the episode, said that they had a favorite song and they'd even had sex.
Oh, what?
And now we'll move quickly on instead of lingering on that particular point. So the man said that it was love at first sight and that he felt an instant connection with the car when he first saw it in 2005. And while many people say that about their cars, they probably don't mean it the same way that Nathaniel did. Okay.
Nathaniel lacks a fundamental understanding of human relationships.
Chris says Nathan was my father. I'm Nathaniel. Yeah.
Call me
So
Nathaniel.
yeah, Juan, he's definitely filling up that gas tank. That's for sure. So so
Just sputtering shit out of the back of it.
so much smoke. So
Just black goo getting spewed out of it. Oh,
so,
fucking.
so it's like an exhaust pipe in the middle of the winter. He explained that he didn't know why he felt the way he did about his car, but he was sure that if something happened to Chase, my heart would stop.
Well,
Unfortunately for Nathan, something happened to Chase.
oh no.
And recently, the car was seriously damaged in an accident during a routine checkup and had to be written off. Okay.
Like this is like, I guess we're supposed to interpret it like a spouse got into a terrible
like
accident
death, I guess,
and they
yeah,
died.
Yeah, I suppose. So while he was deeply upset about the whole thing, Nathaniel was able to survive the heartbreak of losing his much loved car, though he was able to keep some things as mementos. As you can see, the back of the headboard of his bed here. I don't know why he sleeps in a small, but I'm not going to get into that.
He's sleeping in a twin-sized bed.
Yeah,
He's in a twin-sized bed.
it's roomy twin.
He looks like he's sleeping in his childhood bedroom. I don't think he's ever left it. And do you notice that there's an actual little car in the bed? And the bedspread is all this like
There are
it's
pictures of his
it's just-
car, of him with his car.
grandma montage photo like PowerPoint slideshow of him in his fucking car.
Yeah, it's great.
It is insane.
He loves it. He loves it. I'm surprised he doesn't have button-up shirts with him.
If a woman walked into this room, they would call the police immediately.
There's a trapdoor somewhere.
You know that the door locks from one side only, and that this man has the key. You have entered
he's
into a den of iniquity.
Welcome to the end of your life. This is it.
Ever seen
These-
the black phone?
That's right. These
That's
are
gonna
your
be
last.
you.
These are your last
All the
moments.
ghosts
Yep.
of the people that you previously killed live in the bed sheets.
That's right. That's it. We have pictures of them all. Print
All
them right
with the
on
car.
there. It's all Shutterstock. TLC returned to check up on him recently and found that he was coping with his loss by making a bed out of some of the parts of Chase, with the duvet cover adorned with pictures of the red car that Nathaniel had taken during
Do you
their
remember
time
when
together.
do you remember when we used to make our own T-shirts, when we used to print stuff out?
Oh,
when we were
hell
kids?
yeah.
You and me, like
Hell
we'd
yeah.
iron them on.
Oh,
and
yeah,
we'd
well,
be
the
like,
iron ones, that was a whole, yeah, that too. I remember that. We
We-
get them at Walmart and multi-pack, run through the
Yeah.
inkjet.
uh-huh.
Hell yeah.
That's how he made that bedspread.
Gotta be. It's just a bunch of sheets, individual sheets. You
And
just
it
iron
never
onto it.
it couldn't survive the wash worth of shit.
Yeah.
It would go through maybe like 10 washes, and then you were like, nah, all the parts had been flaked
Right.
off. You know, I don't know. I wish if I could find any of those old shirts, boy, I'd stitch them all together into my,
Oh
my
man,
bedspread.
I might have some old stuff.
Wear 'em
I
next,
think
wear
I
'em
do.
next Tuesday.
I have like practically all the shirts that I've ever had. Like all the ones that are printed tees, you know, that
Yeah.
from the day, all the band shirts and shit. But anyhow, the unfortunately, Chase is no longer part of my life. I think about it a lot. It breaks my heart that he's not here. He said of losing his car, but the bedroom is just a special place. God, I hope he never had the car in the bedroom. It looks like it's anyhow.
He can
So-
he can continue to fuck the tailpipe.
Yeah,
now.
exactly. I feel like this is just the perfect place for him, just to have him so close to me. So not only was he in love with the car, but he's gay too. I guess that's the moral of the story. I mean, not that that's a problem, but there's layers there.
Was it expressly said that it?
Well, he's referring to the car. Well, I guess not. I guess I have to be more progressive than that.
gotta
He's
be-
using masculine pronouns, but that does not
He
mean
might be transmission
that
sexual.
we don't know. It might.
He might be. There is a term for that though. Like there is a specific term for like being in love with inanimate objects. I
Oh,
think.
sure. Yeah, there are. Yeah,
Sure,
yeah,
you were bracing yourself. The look on your face, you're like, where the fuck is he gonna go?
Yeah, because there's
What
the place,
ledge?
The place I was going was not the place you were
He's
going.
dancing on the ledge
Yeah,
right
there
now.
were bad things that you
Where-
could have just gone. Yeah, real quick. But
Oh,
that's
yeah.
okay.
No. It's all innocence,
all-
purity up here,
It's all
baby.
pure.
It's all
It's
purity up in
all
this brain.
pure. That's it.
I got Purell. I just rinsed
Just-
my ears out with it so
Just
my
got-
brain could stay nice and
I just have
smooth.
2 syringes, different. I just alternate them back and forth. Just keeps it nice and clean.
Mhm.
Well, the blanket is special to me because it's got a lot of his good pictures on it. Just cute stuff like him getting a bath and us together. And you look back and don't realize that these things you take for granted in life until it's just too late.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the
Juan's an autoerotic.
Juan's got it right.
Juan
He's got
did
it right.
Juan wins.
But like when he always does. He's always got the best comments.
Yep.
Here's the saddest part of the whole story.
Yeah.
This car's, death, quote unquote, is going to be more remarkable than this guy's obituary.
Yeah.
No one will give a flying fuck about this guy dying. The only interesting thing is that he had this unnatural love for an inanimate object that couldn't love him back.
You're assuming the story's over. While he might lose your mouth, your mouth just fell open. Just aghast at the idea that there's more horrors. There's more to this.
Oh,
So
God.
while he might never love a car in the same way as Chase, who he said he still thinks about every day, he was able to move on and has since gotten a new car, which he also intimately loves. The story
Mm.
continues basically right before the credits roll, sort
Right.
of thing. Yeah.
He's got his, and then he hears the little honk of the horn.
Yeah.
And
Right.
it reminds him and
Right.
he gets a little memory surge of
He's
the
trying
last
to,
horn. And it's almost like that car is like the reincarnation.
right.
It's like a Ford.
Right. That's well, I'll tell you who else couldn't afford it. A government. The government of Somalia
Okay.
has apologized.
I already feel threatened. I feel apprehensive.
I don't like when I read a letter and it starts with the government of Somalia. That's never a
They
good
can't
letter.
govern shit.
That-
They're the
that
ones with all
letter-
those fucking pirates and
You
stuff
don't
out
want
there.
that letter in the mail.
Nope.
So the government of Somalia has apologized. That's an even worse letter.
I knew it was going this way.
Like,
I knew I was right to be suspicious.
listen. We're sorry. Okay.
We're sorry, okay?
Can I get another mulligan? I swear to God, I can do it this time. The government of Somalia has apologized after sending an untrained sprinter to compete in world games.
They have to preface themselves as the government of Somalia to be taken, even have a
We,
modicum
the
of
government of
seriousness.
Somalia.
They're so fucking janky that they just sent a random civilian. And I'm gonna just take a guess at which of these three in the picture it might be. The one girl who's got like bike shorts on and a tank top with numbers on it.
Right.
The other girl who's got a friggin' thong on and another like a sports bra,
Keep
or
it
the
free,
lady who's
free.
covered head to toe in what looks like she just
Russian socks.
she looks like she went to like the end cap kiosk, like of
Yeah.
an Adidas store.
Yeah, yeah.
And just picked up
She's
all
like,
the clothes that were
Yup.
there.
Right down into the basket.
I don't know. I got this letter said I have to run a race. I don't want him to murder my family. I guess I'll try.
Oh my God. I've never been out of Somalia before, so I'm going to come dressed for any kind of weather.
I won't stop running.
We're gonna
My
run
finish
for-
line is America. I want to run across this ocean. Oh, fuck.
Well, obviously, the untrained sprinter did not do very well. it took them over 20 seconds to complete the 100-meter dash.
Oh, that seems, I guess maybe 20 seconds, 100 meters.
Yeah. So
I feel like that's about what I would do.
Nasra Ali took part in the World University Games, finishing a full 10 seconds behind the winner of the race, who recorded a time of 11 seconds, 58 milliseconds.
She took twice as long.
Twice as long, basically. So this is, and that's why I put the picture up top. That's her basically walking.
Oh, I see the other one. Yeah.
You can see, like, she's not even picking her knees up. Everybody else, she's just kind of like
Oh,
having a great
God.
time. So,
She's like, I'm just doing this so they don't cut my hands off.
it's just like whatever. So
I didn't say I had to win.
yeah, that's anything about that. Well, the footage of her race has since gone viral, and many people find it hilarious. However, not everyone has been so lighthearted about her 21 second.
Let me guess, is the
81
government of Somalia angry with her?
Somalia's sports minister Mohammed Bar Mohammed described the incident as an embarrassment and said,
Oh.
"What happened today was not a representation of the Somali people. We
Wow.
apologize to the Somali people." I don't care what you guys think. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to us. We suck. I'm sorry.
But the funny thing is, it is a representation of the Somali
Yeah.
people, because the Somali people have voted, I'm assuming.
Somebody was like, "Yup, send her in."
That's a representation of what the people like have voted into their government and their
Oh.
government is capable of. And then also, I'd say that this is the most, honestly, this is the most fair representation
Right.
of somebody from a country. They should just take like a lottery and you could just get your number pulled to compete in some Olympic thing.
It would be more appropriate.
How awesome would that be?
That'd
Wouldn't that
be
be like great? Just
Some
random
wild
people
shit.
just having to like, show up
But
like jury duty. It's
Yeah,
like-
yeah, right,
it's like
exactly. Like, you're in the
jury
Olympics
duty.
this year. Yeah, yeah. Shit.
I don't know. My dog is racist. I can't.
I'm sorry,
can't do
I
it.
can't do shot put. Yeah,
No, you're gonna do it.
you're gonna
Pick
do
up that stone ball and
That's right.
throw it as
So-
hard as you can.
You pretend you're David and you're gonna
I've got-
kill that Goliath.
I've got hypertension. Shut the fuck up and throw the javelin.
Show the do it. I want you. If you can't take out some of those people who are trying to do that counter jump there across all those barriers across the street there, if you can't hit them with that javelin, we're gonna send you to the
We'll-
gulag.
We'll release a dragon.
We're gonna-
By the way, dragons are real. We have them.
We found this out today, okay? And we're looking for a reason to scratch that itch. Let me
We
tell you
just
what.
need to
It's
know what it's
scaly
capable of.
and full of heat.
It's a win-win. Either you throw the shot put or
Right.
you get melted by a dragon. Either way,
Either way, I'm having a great day.
this is gonna be good for me.
Because on the one hand, I'm a big fan of dragons. On the other hand, I'm also an Olympic coach. So I'm either doing my job or having a kick-ass day.
I'm not a sea captain. I don't have to go down with the ship on
That's
this one.
right.
Okay.
This isn't one of
It's
those situations.
Your responsibility. Yours
You're
alone.
deciding what happens right now. I'm just watching.
You
Just
could have
watching
said you
right
lost your number in the mail.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
this
just-
could have been a
it's-
lot
it's-
simpler.
now. You could have thought about
You showed
anything.
up.
That's right.
Joke's on you,
That's right.
stupid.
You could have been born any day. It's your fault. Well, a comment by a local said, as a Somali woman, today was not a good day.
They're also
They're all
disappointed.
just like,
Can you imagine being
"Nah,
that
this
poor
is not
lady who
good."
who showed up and tried to like give her real effort?
She's constantly like
And now she's
pelted by
getting
tomatoes
yeah,
all,
they're just-
all the time.
Getting throwing all this rotten.
That's why she
fruit at
dressed
her.
up. She's like, I know I can't run, so at least I'm going to lay her up
I'm gonna
because
protect
I'm going to be
myself.
covered in shit by the time I get home today. Yeah. Well, Abu Bakr Ali had allegedly no previous experience in competitions at this level, so perhaps it isn't a massive surprise when she finished dead last in the sort of the time.
You don't got to put it
So-
like that.
Yeah, well,
Dead
yeah, I
last-
know, right?
That's a little too close to
They-
home. We
they
don't
get-
know if she's going to survive.
We're not
this
sure what's
return
going on.
to
Yeah,
her village.
exactly right. We don't know how things are going to turn out. But this isn't the first time that a Somali athlete has caused controversy for something similar to this. Back in the 2016 Olympics in Rio de Janeiro, an athlete called Marian Numus ran a very slow time of 1 minute, 10 seconds, 14 milliseconds for the 400-meter sprint, finishing a long way beyond the other competitors. The average time for that is about 48 seconds, by the way.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Jeez. The
Just for-
average time.
Just for context. At London in 2012, another Somali athlete called Zamzam Mohammed Farad ran a time of 1 minute, 20 seconds and 48 milliseconds for the same event, finishing half a minute behind the winner.
I wish I had someone, and maybe in the chat share if you do have his perspective. I wish I had someone who had a perspective of like what a decent time is for someone who's relatively in shape.
Yeah.
Because like if I could beat these people, I'd be like, okay, what is wrong with your country that no one's taking care of themselves at all?
Right.
And if they're doing like kind of above average, then I'd be like, okay, well then that's the best they got. You know what I mean? Like you got to see you pass.
Sometimes it's the allocation of skills, though. Sometimes it's like, all right, you're a runner, you're not. So
True.
it's
Yeah.
But ultimately, the
Maybe that
point
they
of
just don't
all
have
this
good coaching direction.
could be that, or it
it.
could just be you got to get more broad with what you're looking for talent wise.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
might
yeah.
be more what it is, because that's what we have to go with, like this. So
Yeah, here's a broad talent.
Yeah, here's
what
a broad.
the fuck am I looking at? What the hell is this?
So a Japanese.
Is this like Hellraiser? Like if
It's
Coca-Cola
good.
made it?
It's a Super Bowl ad.
What
So
the fuck is-
it's a Hellraiser Super Bowl ad. So a Japanese man put his unusual skill to the test to reclaim the Guinness World Record for most drink cans placed on head using air suction.
Okay.
All right. So
We're back to Guinness World Records, huh?
It's a slow week. Sunichi Kano, 31, originally broke the record in 2009 when he managed to suction cup 9 drinks to his head, which was later broken. Who had put 10? Kano reclaimed the record using to up the ante to 11 cans. He said the trick to increasing his total was to learn how to create air suctions on his temples.
Yeah, I guess he does have
There
11
you
right
go.
there.
He's
on the-
doing it all around.
Yep.
And I just love that there's this overhead lighting and he's got his hands out. He's very focused, very,
This is not by a wide margin. This is not the weirdest thing a Japanese person has done.
no, not at all. No,
No, this is a very normal kind of guy right
yeah.
here.
In fact, he's going to tell you the secret. He said,
Yeah.
you make a wrinkle on your skin, you place the can there, you push the can firmly towards your head, and then you ease the wrinkle. This reduces the air pressure between the can and the skin, and that should make it stick like a suction cup.
Let me try.
You got to wrinkle more. No, you can't pinch it. You got to wrinkle it.
Oh, wrinkle it.
Yeah,
up.
you got to
Okay.
wrinkle it. Yeah,
And then you let it.
yeah.
That's not working.
You got it. Okay, well,
It's not
all
working
right.
I don't have the skills,
this
Matt.
isn't- this
I
isn't
feel
gonna
like
work for
I
me.
feel like a Somalian woman.
This isn't
got a
gonna
letter
work for
from
me.
the government that told me I had to do this.
We
I'm
the
not
S-
up to the task.
We, the Somali government, are here to tell you have to suction cup cans to your head. So when I go around holding my official certificate, people get excited. They ask me to do the trick, and I get a lot of kick out of entertaining people. There
I
we
did
go.
it.
I did it.
I look like a fucking unicorn.
You turned into Sylvester Stallone for a second there. That's
I
great.
did
I do. That's it. That's great. We got to get that again. We got
Oh.
to get that up on the Instagram. That's
Yeah.
that's a story for the folks.
That we'll report on our own weird news.
That's right. Then we'll be on the show next week. Yeah. Well, continuing the drink
Oh.
theme, a California company parlayed its water recycling expertise into creating a beer made from San Francisco residential buildings wastewater.
Oh my, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
there we go.
What
One
the
water brew.
Fuck.
There you go. It's blue. So you know that it's
Oh.
real. So
Oh.
Epic Clean Tech, San Francisco-based water treatment company, teamed with Devil's Canyon Brewing Company to create Epic One Water Brew, an ale made using recycled water from showers, sinks, and washing machines in 1550, a 40-story luxury apartment building. So
what,
you
just
know
'cause
there's
rich
no
people piss?
cocaine in there at all.
No, this beer is not making me
There
wired
you go.
at all.
Everything's fine. Let me have another one of those. Billy's globally use 14% of all potable water. Aaron Tarkovsky, CEO of the co-founder of the Epic Clean Tech, told CNN, almost no buildings reuse that water, and that's what we're trying to change.
So here's the problem. There's a major faux pas.
Yeah.
We all know that the water on Earth is just recycled constantly. It goes in the oceans. It goes in people's mouths. They
Right.
sweat it out.
Yep.
They piss it out.
Yep.
Water you've drank. I'm telling you, the water in this can of liquid death right now
Yes.
has been through countless dinosaurs' bodies.
Oh, yeah, dinosaurs.
Gross people
Oh.
have consumed this.
Gross people, hot people,
Hot people,
old people, young
Yep,
people,
cold people.
cold people.
It's not. It's made its way all around this world.
Everybody.
In every crevice of something gross.
Oh, yeah.
But we don't. It is many degrees of separation away from those things.
Right.
You don't draw attention to the fact that it was just in somebody's dick.
Right. Well, right. Yeah, you sort of
It was
brush that
just
under. It's
in
like
their mouth.
This is recycled, some part of it, but we're not going to tell you what part.
Yeah. Don't call out where it's from. Now it's got a story and a history
That's
to it.
right.
Now I can imagine these rich assholes sweating and pissing in their fucking bathtubs
Laughing
and their
it
luxury
up.
apartments and
Oh,
places I'll
they
never be able to
love it.
live
That's
because
right.
I don't have that kind of money.
You can drink their
and I
piss
can
beer,
drink
though.
their pee. I'll just drink their pee, I guess.
Yep, that's right. There you go. It's all bringing it around. So the beer is not currently for sale due to regulations banning.
I'll just stop there. Oh God.
Like, what do you mean we can't sell them the piss beer? We're rich, aren't we?
They'll drink
Pay them to drink it.
They'll do it.
So the beer is currently not for sale due to regulations banning recycled wastewater.
Going back for it again.
That's going for it again.
I just have to look really surprised in
Yeah.
order to get it started.
That's right. Yes, I'm surprised.
I got it.
There you go. That's victory.
The unicorn. It's still on there.
It's still on
I'm
there.
breaking the
Still-
record, baby.
Still holding.
I'm
still
breaking his
holding.
record.
Yeah.
It's still there.
It's still there. Don't let it go. Yeah, don't let go, Jack. So we ended up producing just over 7,000 cans. not as a commercial. We ended up producing just over 7,000 cans, not as a commercial product, but as an educational effort. He said it was meant to tell the water reuse story in a new way, but frankly, we did not anticipate the tremendous response that we saw.
Who the fuck had to drink those beers, though?
The health department. they're like, sorry guys, it's part of the job. It's part you signed up for it.
Oh.
So there you go. He said we have a lot of people who are asking for more of it just because beyond being an interesting environmental story, the beer actually just tastes really bad. No, it tastes really good according to him.
Oh, sure.
What he thinks.
Sure.
Yeah, he's also chugging piss by the gallon. They'll tell you that in the article, though.
He's the sick mind that came up with the idea in the first place.
Exactly right.
He's like the guy who's buying the bath water, like those women's bath water on eBay.
All the time.
That's
Yeah, he's like, that's been our secret
he's
ingredient
like,
since
"God,
day
I
one.
just want to get more intoxicated
Oh.
from this stuff.
It's like, let me tell you what, I bathed in it and then I drank it. Oh man, it's crazy.
Got my goo on there too.
That's right. Yeah, it's almost like we made love in the tub. and then I drank the water.
It's still not as weird as the guy who was like sexually attracted to his car.
It's
and
true.
Turned his old car into a race car bed.
It's all levels of perversion. It's what it's
Mhm.
all about. It's kind of like the Final Destination moments that happen to us
Holy
sometimes.
fucking shit!
Yeah, you hear about it, you see it on the movies.
Oh no.
But there's one thing the Final Destination films taught us: it's that death can strike in all kinds of gross and random ways. Right? We know that.
Mhm.
And while you can only imagine a lot of them solely ever happening in the world of the movie, certain things do actually happen. Back in 2019, in what can arguably be called an absolute miracle,
Oh, okay.
a driver in Georgia came out with just minor injuries after they ran into the back of a truck carrying a whole load of long logs.
Oh,
So what I like to think happened was that they were driving down the road and they're like, you know what? I'm tired of this fucking planet. My life is I'm just done. I'm done. Like, I'm just gonna drive down the road. I'm just gonna jump out of the car. And they're like, I'm gonna close my eyes. Maybe I'll just drive off the cliff or something like that. And they're driving down the road, and then they wake up and they're like, oh no, there's a bunch of logs coming for me. And they dive out of the car at the last moment. Then the car hits the back of the logs. The whole thing explodes in a fiery thing. She goes, and the driver's crawling from the wreckage, right? Bleeding and all kinds of shit. And they're like, just kill me. And then she kills him, and she feels something for the first time in her life. And she runs off into the woods, and then she becomes a new serial killer.
the truck driver.
No, the lady who was driving the car who ran into the logs.
Wait, who was bleeding on the street and
The truck
begging
driver.
for death?
The truck driver.
How'd the truck driver get injured?
Because she backed into him. This is at a Denny's. So, anyhow.
It wasn't even someone driving a log truck. It was just another truck driver. She's like, man, I felt something. I dodged death, and then I killed a guy.
Yeah, that's it.
And now I found my purpose.
This is why I'm here. So the Whitfield County Sheriff Chief Edward O'Brien said dozens of logs very weirdly formed a hole right where the driver's head was, allowing him to be able to walk away without any serious injuries. So there it is. You can see it.
So this is like it. This is almost the will help assuage some of your nighttime like fears and the difficulty you might have going to sleep.
Yeah.
Replaying Final Destination 2's traffic accident scene,
Right.
where the logs go flying through people's heads.
Yep.
That, which is horrific.
Yeah.
But this is a real instance where that pretty much all but happened.
Yep.
The logs
Right on through.
it was like a Jenga tower,
Like all
like just
of
the
them.
one, just like 2 or 3 logs just didn't go through. I'm assuming
No,
that
they're
based
all
on what we're
they're,
seeing.
they're all sticking out basically. That's what you're looking at. And they ran into the back of it.
Right. And when they ran into the back of it, the
Yeah.
logs that protruded only went around the driver's head.
Yes.
Not right
Into
through his
them.
head.
Yes,
There was
right.
like several logs that were missing as far as going through his.
And that's because he did not get on the plane that day.
That's right.
And in fact, he said, "No, I'm
he
not
didn't
going
have
on
a
the trip."
flight that
He's-
day. That's why he wasn't even part of the death
That's right.
equation.
Nobody even wanted him to be there, and that's why
Death
he
didn't want
survived.
him dead. It
That's
was like,
right.
nah, dude, this was meant for somebody else.
He's like, I fucking hate that guy. I don't want to be anywhere near him. But it was almost as if it was created for his head. They eventually removed all the logs in the way. It took the crew about 15 minutes to get him safely out of
Okay.
the car.
Hold on a minute.
Yeah.
A couple weeks ago,
Okay.
these people had to wait 4 hours upside down in a fucking roller coaster
Yep.
ride.
Yep.
Just to get out. They cut these out in 15 minutes.
That's all. Yeah, they're like, oh, we got a chainsaw. Hold on.
Just close your eyes.
Yeah,
and
just close your eyes. Don't look at the chainsaw.
just tense up.
That's
we'll be
right.
fine.
That's right. It's a focused beam. So anyhow, let's see. They're talking about the Final Destination 2 thing. A different driver in Australia suffered a similar close call in 2019 when the car she was driving nearly got wiped out by a falling sign.
Oh no.
This incredible footage was captured on a dash cam by someone on the freeway when a massive sign became dislodged and fell straight down onto the 4-wheel drive below.
Oh shit.
Holy shit. It's like a guillotine. Like what? Can you imagine that? Those fuckers are huge.
Yeah, the
Those
road signs?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
on the highway.
They're massive.
Oh my God! So they took her to the hospital as a precaution, but she was discharged after a few hours. So police, they don't think that the wind was knocked out. Police don't think it was the wind that knocked off the sign. They're looking into the dash cam footage to see if they can provide any further information.
So 2019 was not the time to be driving around
No, it's good we're past all that.
shaky, signs and log trucks, which
No.
I'm sure anyone that's seen that movie, I don't go near these log trucks.
No, you
I don't
can't.
fucking ever go near. I either go around them
Yep.
or I back the fuck off and make sure there's like 2 or 3 cars around.
Trucks in general, you always leave that little buffer.
I hate being around those
Yeah,
trucks,
man.
man.
Yep.
Dude, I've seen enough
Yeah.
to know that you should be very cautious around them.
Yeah, I treat them. I assume that they're blind. Like
yeah,
they
well,
can't
they're
see me.
usually like on amphetamines or they're
Oh my God, I know.
severely sleep deprived
And truck
because of the
stop
incentives.
amphetamines too. That's the
Yeah,
worst
yeah.
part. Yeah.
Yep, they're all jacked up with glory hole cum and
Oh,
fucking
man.
meth. And then if
Yeah.
you're lucky,
If you're lucky,
because
yeah.
if they're sleepy
Yeah.
or they're drunk, then you're in worse shape because
Yeah.
these motherfuckers are like they're incentivized to go across the country as fast a pace as they can,
quickly
and
as
that
they
is not
can.
a short trip.
No.
So they're usually going pretty long distances.
Yeah, they sure are.
Stay away from those
That's
fucking
right.
guys, dude.
Keep from a distance.
We all look like some
Truck
guy.
drivers, because no one can see us drive. That's it. That's all we got.
That's it.
That's all we got.
Man, what a disappointment.
Yeah, it was literally everything was animals.
Hmm.
Like this animal got into this place that didn't belong. Somebody found a fox in their bathtub. Somebody found a bear in their pool.
there was a fox in my my job's parking lot the other day when
Oh,
I was
really?
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
They shut down because of that.
I wish. God, I wish. Everybody evacuate.
He's
There's a fox.
he's ominous. We don't know what his intentions are.
He could mean something.
He's wandering around. It's some sort of omen. We don't
He's
know.
a harbinger.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, we don't have that department anymore. The harbinger department. You never
We
know.
downsized, so we still got rid of them.
Yeah, we're gonna downsize ourselves.
Yeah, let's get rid of this show from your life.
We're
for this
being
week.
laid off at least for the rest of the week. So, but
That's how I like it.
but anyhow, we'll see you next time on another episode of the Kickstart with Matt.
And Matt,
That's it.
that's all we got.
I'm exhausted.
Goodbye,
I'm
everybody.
exhausted.
Get out.
The new episode that we're doing, the two-headed horror show. Something happened to the episode. The whole fucking thing disappeared. We don't know.
We recorded an
We
entire episode.
All the
It's
garbage
gone.
that we recorded beforehand to test the mics and all that, that's all on there. But the fucking episode just disappeared.
Mhm.
So we're gonna redo it. And if I can't find it, I'm gonna look on this computer some more. But
We'll
anyhow,
do it. We'll
What-
record 2 or 3 more if we need to.
we're gonna do whatever it takes to bring you more garbage.
More content. More trash.
That's right. Get those shoehorns and open your ears
Feed
wider.
us garbage.
We've got it for you. There's 8 people watching this right now. What are you
Mhm.
doing, everybody?
Well, we're about to release you from the hell.
Oh my God. At least the people in the recording.
Goodbye.
All right, internet people. I don't know
Hey.
who you are, or
Thanks
what
for
you're
coming.
doing in
Thanks
my
for
house.
coming by.
but-
Get out of here.
Yeah.
It's like
Oh,
a
God.
freaking old confused
That's
man.
right. That's what we want.
His
Well,
neighbors keep wandering into his yard, or he thinks so. Maybe he's got dementia.
he doesn't even have a yard. He's in a room with no windows.
He's in a condo.
Yeah. That's a real scary part. But anyhow, I don't know, everybody. Be good to yourself and
Thanks
each other.
for coming.
All right, or however you've reacted for watching the show.
If you ain't coming, then I guess we have not done our jobs.
That's right.
And well, we aren't getting paid for it, so I'm fine with leaving it as it
That's
is.
right. We'll let you be disappointed. We're fine with it. That's right. You're not paying for it. Not paying. Well, one way or the other. Just remember that we love you. Okay.
We love you.
whether you
We
pay
love you.
you pay for it or not, we love you. And sex is always casual if you end it with a high five. Just
That's
remember
right.
that, kids. Just keep reminding everybody.
Don't let them forget. PSA.
Don't
The
forget.
more you know.
The more you know, you can make it a PDF if you have to. If you don't have a PSA available. Oh shit! I hit the wrong button.
Look how painful it is for us to leave the goddamn
It's right.
show.
It's just end it